Hola amigo, it is I, El Presidente Quilitin. We're back with a full Let's Play of Tropico 5, a sandbox game of Tropico 5. Not going to start the campaign quite yet. We're going to go right into the sandbox, but we're going to do it on hard difficulty, which I'm really excited to do. One thing to note, the music is turned off with the preview videos that I made, and also all the Tropico 4 videos that I used to make. The music is always a big problem. It's the way the developers have licensed the music and the way that it's registered on YouTube through third-party stuff. All the videos get flagged, and you can't see half of them until I go back and re-edit and do all kinds of nonsense. So unfortunately, we're missing one of the best parts of Tropico, which is the music, but that's just the way it's going to be. So we're going to go into Sandbox. I'm going to go ahead and start. The game has this weird thing where it really likes to create duplicate dynasties for no good reason when you save the game sometimes, it seems like. So here's the setup we're going to go. We're going to go with the generated map, and we're going to have huge island size. Here are the size options, tiny to huge. We're going to go ahead with huge. The elevation, we're going to, flat would probably be a little too easy, so I'm going to go hills. Mountains might just be kind of a pain to work around, although we do have a huge map, so theoretically we'd have a lot of real estate, even with the mountains, but I'm going to go hills. I'm going to leave the resources on adequate, which is the default, and the climate on normal, which is the default. We're going to confirm those, but we are going to run on very high economic difficulty and very high political difficulty, just to make things a little bit more interesting, but we are going to keep the disasters on occasional, just because I find the disasters can sometimes just feel more frustrating than fun. Starting population, we're going to leave it at the default of 50. The starting money, the sandbox does default at 5,000, but all the campaign maps start at least 10,000, and just in the interest of sort of speed, because the beginning would be kind of slow with less money, so we're just going to start with a tiny bit more just to speed things up, but the difficulty should still be pretty high. Oh, I tested this victory by points thing. It is interesting in that the game will end when you reach the points, but it looks like to me this is more of a multiplayer kind of thing in that you get like victory points for being the first person to ship 3,000 ore or export 3,000 ore, for example, and so on and so forth. And so it seems like a good idea in a more competitive setting, but we're gonna leave that off. We'll call it quits somewhere in the modern area after we felt like we've accomplished all of our goals or something to that effect. But that's gonna be very, very far away. So I think we're pretty happy with these settings. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start. And hopefully the background noise when their speech will not be too loud, although hopefully loud enough to hear. I think I've got them tuned to be relatively okay, though. I always like these quotes in the opening screen. All right. So let's hit pause. Currently, I did start with 14,000 because my leader's got the level 2 altruism there, so that's going to help things out just a little bit. So let's take a quick scout of the island. Oh, it is... Oh, maybe I should have gone with mountains. Interesting. We still have mines. Actually, there's like a mine in the middle of nowhere. This generated map, definitely not as nice as the handcrafted maps, but it's going to be interesting to see the replayability there. I actually like our little starting setup here. Palace there, construction office, teamster's office, ranch. No farm, which is interesting because actually that's really funny because I was already thinking of starting with more ranches early on as opposed to farming. I got a quest probably for our trade routes here. Why can't I click you?
Greetings,
Oh, there we go.
old chap. Have I got a deal for you today? As Crown Representative, I can offer you your very own trading license.
Well, that's very exciting. I'm going to go ahead with just the silver package to start off with, even though it might be a little bit crazy. We're actually going to see what kind of trade deals we might be able to export. Tobacco and coffee early on. Tobacco would be to smugglers, which would piss off the crown. We'll try to keep the crown a little bit more happy early on, so maybe coffee, although you tend to make more money shipping to smugglers. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take the coffee deal, and then maybe put down some coffee plants.
His Majesty needs money to build a new underwater palace. He wants you to begin growing money. I mean, one of those crops that make heaps of cash.
Right. Okay, well, we can do the cocoa as well. That's fine. Let's go and take a look. So I did take the coffee quest, right? Or not quest, but trade route. Yes, coffee to the West India Company. So we are going to plantation and see, can we grow coffee here? And we can. Good. So I think the early area here is going to be mostly a big agricultural area. We do have a fair amount of trees that we could lumber, but I think we're going to use the space for farms and ranches and stuff early on. So I'm going to go ahead and put down one coffee plantation. I'll also put down one cocoa plantation, just for the quest completion, even though... Oh, is there... Oh, it's red. Hold on. For the cocoa, we're going to have to build it, like, out over here somewhere. Let me rotate it the way I'm kind of comfortable. Give it a little bit of space on the other side for the mountains. And looks like this is more green if we did something like that. So, and then we'll drop down some roads, kind of like this, and then off this way. Okay, and we'll figure out what else we want to do with things later on. So I got quite a few family members in here, which means we can actually allocate some managers right away. There we go. Work job quality. We'll increase that just to keep our soldiers and whatever bureaucrats a little bit happier. Increase building revenue of our pigs a little bit. No, hold on. There we go. We'll have Rico go. Effectiveness of other nearby buildings increased by 1. Seems like a good idea. Let's go ahead and drop down environmentalists and a union leader for job quality, because we're going to try to keep the financier for probably the, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, coffee or cocoa, one way or another. Oh, we need road access over here. Interesting that our configuration did not actually start with it. Like that. There we go. Everyone be connected up. Stop whining. You have road access. No, seriously, you have road access. Probably just hasn't finished registering yet. We'll give it a few ticks and we'll come back and see what's what. All right, so where's El Presidente over here? Oh no. So he can manage, increases the wealth for 80% of the workers. I think it's increased the wealth by 80% of the workers is actually what it does. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe, yeah, it's only part of the workers in the building actually get the wealth bumped to the next level. I guess that makes sense because that's the way the wealth works now. Is it's like a specific category. Okay, yeah, all right. So we might, now that we've, that's actually a good idea. Do we want to change who's our ruler now? Student graduation rate will be nice for, oh, that's a global effect. Oh, I see. So there's a manager effect and the global effect. Probably global is if you're the ruler. So our global effect doesn't do anything anymore because we've used it. It's great to start with him, but then after that we can move him if we want to take advantage of the manager thing. Effectiveness of nearby buildings increased by 1 is not very much. It's a very minuscule little bump. So it wouldn't be so bad to lose the manager effect in exchange for the global effect, which won't come into effect yet because we have no students. Excuse me. That's, I'm going to say, kind of a wash there. Again, probably kind of a wash one way or another. Wow, that's very interesting. And we can level up some of these people as well. I kind of like the idea of leveling up the financier, actually. And again, in both roles, it's going to be pretty damn strong. This is my Swiss bank account is what I'm spending here. Let's level you up. And I'm going to run as Rico.
Do you have a death wish? No rest for the president?
Oh, it just selects him. It doesn't actually change my leader. Okay. So I don't know how this works yet. This is still very early on. This is still before the game is actually released. I'm playing a special press preview version, so things may change. And I don't have a manual. There's nothing for me to read, so I don't know.
Scientists to think important thoughts and discover new
Stuff! Yes. Okay. I would love a library. We will probably not rush it just because it's expensive, and I would probably like more money-making stuff first. And maybe some houses so that people don't like try to kill me too fast. What's the hotkey for this? Was it F1? It is F1. Good. Unemployment, not enough. Because I would also like to build a little fishing wharf as well, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Because we have only 5 unemployed people right now, and that's without the plantations being done. There we go. So hopefully we can get that going. So if we do research the sickle, we can increase the effectiveness of the coffee plantation by 20, which is really quite good. And I don't know what the cocoa plantation allows yet. But we might do a bunch of the coffee thing. And then later on what we can do is, because we want 1 plantation for cocoa just for the quest. But we've got a pretty good trade route for the coffee, so we might want to get another couple of coffee plantations going on. And then when we hit the next era, we can build a cannery. Because I don't think we can build the cannery... Yeah, World Wars. So we can only do the lumber mill early on. Which is one of the reasons I do like to get the farming going at some point, but not quite yet. You know what we will do? It's $1,000 bucks, but I think it's well worth doing. We're going to make sure...
Royal Majesty has instructed me to present you with this letter of commendation. for your achievements in the name of the Empire.
Lovely, thank you very much. That's because we completed the plantation. Now, I have found that a few of these are really, really useful. Early on, some extra money is really good, or just more colonists so that we can fill the jobs, because we will make money by working our industry. I have gotten to a few games here where the mandate is actually really hard to maintain, and a 12-month extension is really good. But I think what we want right now are more colonists, because we've got some money to build industry. What we need are people to actually work them. I don't know if I want to do the exploration quite yet, because it will cost $1,000. If I really want some extra money, and I do, is we'll set up some extra plantations, and I'll probably set up that wharf as well, just to try to get a little bit more food variety, and also people will be quite happy. Do I not have... Oh, there we go. Oh, there's the fish. There's no fish over here. There's a fair amount of fish over there. Okay. There we go. This is an unexplored territory. Now it's fine. Is that the best spot for it? Probably. So let's get the road. Oops. Hooked up there. Really? Can't do a sharp corner that way? There we go. And we'll get that going, because we're going to get the 10 new population, so we should be able to work most of these things perfectly fine. Although more plantations is probably still the way to make the top profit that we possibly can. Job quality decreased is kind of sucky, but we might still end up doing it just for the money later on. Doing it for the money. And that's the thing. Like, I'm used to, in classic Tropico, if you want to improve your economy, you just have to keep sort of building things and hope that you got enough workers. But by continuously improving the quality, like upgrading buildings, then you do need fewer workers to really get the job done, which will be kind of interesting to see. Right now, I just have to wait for things to finish being constructed here. And also for the first ship to come and bring our new immigrants, because the 10 that you get from completing that quest, they don't hit instantly. You have to wait for the ship to come. So we'll probably play a little bit more of the game on fast forward, which normally when I'm playing on my own, it's a lot at the normal speed, but you know, these dead periods when you're doing a video kind of suck, so we'll try to speed things up. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a whole series of farms here. Get a really agricultural kind of feeling start. Feeling start? Sure. 10 citizens, there we go. And then a little bit of trade as well. So we should fill these up with workers, more or less. Oh, maybe more or less. Still one open job, no unemployed people. There's another ship. Crown sent me some money, thank you very much. Oh, we're up to 61 people. Okay, we got a good pool of money. We are a little bit construction capped, there we go. But since we do have the money, and we're sitting around waiting for a lot of constructions, and we don't have a huge pool of unemployed people, then I think it's actually time to build the library. Even though I was going to delay it a little bit more. Here we go. Library, because then we can start doing some tech up stuff. I'm going to pop it in. Oh, it's uneven terrain. There we go. Pop it in sort of here, because there's going to be a real limited ability to build anything over here. So we're going to get it in sideways like that. I think that'll be okay. Get that going. It does cost a little bit of money to maintain, and obviously you got to worry about getting people who are educated enough to work it, but then it'll be quite nice. So what we'll do is we'll queue up some upgrades there, and queue up the shovel after that as well. Because we will want to get some we will want to get some mining going, because it's good money, but for now I'm more interested in dropping some upgrades on some of my plantations and stuff. And I actually kind of like the palace is so close to the shore, because a lot of times attackers will either come to the shore, if they're like pirates or whatever, or it'll be rebels, and oftentimes they go for the palace. And I found that it's quite nice to line up a bunch of towers, like the defensive towers, in front of the palace.
His Majesty has commissioned the finest architects to design his new underwater home.
Yeah, well, we're going to be exporting cocoa no matter what, so that works out perfectly fine. I don't think we're going to rush and build another cocoa plantation, especially since the land has been a little bit awkward for it, although we could easily fit a second one in, I think. We're just going to let it more or less finish organically. It's nice that there's going to be another mandate extension, because we've already burned through about half our mandate already. But we should get enough opportunities to do that. But yeah, we'll just get the library. That'll unlock a few new quests. It's really the government ones we've got to keep finishing, so that they keep providing us with new government ones, so that the crown keeps giving us new mandates. It'll help that we are going to be trying to trade something they want. It's the map, the island is so big. We're right on the edge of the map. Feels a little claustrophobic, actually. We'll be okay. We'll get... oh, we can already do the drift net. Oh, yeah. I don't want to deplete the fishing schools too fast. In fact, I'm going to want to put in the feeding pens when I can. We'll leave it go. We don't need to rush the farming. Or the, I don't know, the fishing, I suppose. You're going to do okay. Only 14% approval rating. We'll see if we can improve that soon enough. Another trade ship there. Not a whole lot going on. But we got some more citizens, which is great. 2 unemployed, which is not bad at all. And hopefully we're going to have some educated people for this. So, pump up the speed again. Come on, finish my construction. It'd be nice to get some houses at some point, too. Come on. Oh, I'm going to have to pay for a foreign worker, aren't I? Alright, let's get one. Just so that there's a token amount of research happening. But we finished the Rebel Quest. And we've exported a fair amount of cocoa. 2 unemployed, 3 open jobs. Might dump another plantation down in here. Gotta get the economy going. It's the most important thing. Housing, religion, all things are important.
Pirate Black Soul Patch
Has
begun terrorizing the seas near Tropico. Many say that one day he will be the most famous pirate of all.
I've not seen this quest before. I think multiple docks is good because you can get more special trade missions, but I think it would be foolish for us to invest in that right away. It's almost 5,000 bucks, and yeah, it's not actually going to help our economy that much compared to maybe another plantation, which is really what I'm looking to do here. I'm going to need another coffee plantation going on. Although, there's something to be said about going bananas and pineapple and stuff just to give us some extra food variety, which will make people happy. Oh, this is kind of a yellowish area. It's not green like I thought it was. It's green here. It's yellow there. Well, maybe we'll do something different. Well, corn grows everywhere. About cotton? That's actually nice and green. Okay, we don't have a trade mission for it, but maybe we can get one at some point. It's waiting to negative money, but that's pretty standard operating procedure for me, and I'm not feeling bad about that. Get the negative money in place to build things that'll improve our economy. Overall, pretty good. We will want to get some housing down soon, but the housing is expensive, and while we do charge rent, we don't charge that much rent. Yeah, not a whole lot of workers there either. 1 foreign worker, that's the one we ordered, and 1 citizen. So hopefully that just means actually plus 2 people. So now we've got some research happening. Oh, there we go. We had someone else who was educated. That's good. Can we put another manager in here? Union leader, make these people happier. An onion leader, as I like to say. And let's go ahead and put a... Where do we want to finance here? Oh, here. This full coffee plantation. How are you? I don't know why that wasn't assigned before. Alright, exported some goods. Actually, quite a lot of money kicking around. Good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and build that second dock. Especially since this might be a government-related quest, which will continue to feed us more. So we've got to get it going. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we'll do that. I will road out this way. And then like that. And then either cocoa or coffee, we'll see if we can get a trade route going for them. We may not be able to. So it may more or less sit idle. But, wow, our mandate is really dropping.
Governor, I've made contact with a certain group of not-so-reputable sailors.
Okay, initiate
who would
any
gladly
export
pay
trade
us
route.
thanks
Well,
to
I would
your
love to do that.
efforts. The revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
This may be from finishing the library? So we can get some trade routes with the smugglers, which would be good, because they're worth a lot and ties in nicely with a few things, but... Oh, it auto-completed the trade route because we already had one going on. But I really like to go import revolutionaries. A, I want revolutionaries. B, I want more people. C, I want educated people. Wish I would have done that before I spent 1,500 bucks on the library, but it'll all come in. We'll want them anyway, so that'll be all right. How are we going right now? Open jobs, so it doesn't make any sense to work our economy anymore, or rather to develop any more buildings. Would be nice to get some upgrades, but our tech... Oh, we're 1 month away from the sickle, which is great, because we'll probably go and upgrade all our farms. Upgrade all the things. Actually, if we get a corn farm, one of the upgrades there improves everything in a radius, I think.
Through the crates of colony supplies, we found...
Yeah, sickle.
His Royal Majesty has instructed me to present you with this letter of commendation for your achievements in the name of the Empire.
I'm not panicking about the mandate yet, but I think I'm still going to take the 12 months extension here. Because I'm not I'm not 100% sure when the next one will come. I do prefer either the treasury subsidy or the fresh colonists. Often the colonists here because I do have some money. But I'm worried. Well, you do get one free 1-year extension when you get down to 6 months. You know what? It's not dire yet. Let's get some more colonists so we can expand our thing. I will go ahead and do these upgrades though. 20 more effectiveness is really valuable. Mechanization increases effectiveness and decreases the workers, which is actually really good because that'll free up some more workers for something else. And then the cocoa plantation here. So it's $5,000, which is a lot of money, but that is a massive effectiveness boost.
King has offered a huge sum for the capture of Black Soul Patch before he becomes more than a mere
So this is that whole this is like a quest chain because that was the build the second dock thing. Yeah, let's go ahead. Send a dynasty member. The environmentalist. Who cares about the environmentalist? And he's wearing a stupid spacesuit. That's just weird. We do need some houses. Entertainment, religion. I mean, it's like every game of Tropico like I've ever played. We need more of everything. Right now, though, what I think I'm going to do is build another plantation. Because we do have some workers sitting idle. And so this way we keep developing our economy. If I do this, is it getting cropped? Oh, it can just fit in there. Good. And cotton is all green, and we can do the mechanization, which is actually really nice. So yeah, build me one more cotton plantation. After that, we're going to work on housing. We got a pretty good economy already. Actually, I've got the second ship. I don't suppose there's any chance... pineapple. Coffee. We could add a second ship to the same route. That seems a little nutty. Pineapples for the king. Or corn. Oh, corn for his pirates. Let's see if we can do pineapples for the king.
Someone stole my manuscript and published it under a pseudonym.
Yay, cowboys! Okay. So, let me go plantation, pineapple. Okay, it is nice and green, although it's not fully green. I'm trying to figure out, I should probably just switch this to pineapples rather than building another plantation because I don't really have the money for that. All right, you'll be pineapple. It's not quite as green, and I really like the idea of the cotton because the mechanization is awesome, but that will do.
Governor, my special friends are ready to do more business with us. We just need additional ships to handle the workload.
Okay. New dock, so we'll be going up to the third dock soon enough. Not that soon. Again, it is 5,000. We're currently in debt, but I was going to say as soon as some ships come, there we go, 10 more citizens.
The great pirate Black Soul Patch turned out to be a mere teenager. Our brave commander promptly spanked him and returned him to his mother for further punishment.
Fantastic. So we get $5,000 and a free level up. Oh, on the environmentalist. But I was worried that, there's a chance he'd die. So, money is good. Plantation. Wait, did I not change you to pineapple? Oh, I always forget. I gotta hit this button to lock it in. Okay. I can pollination parcel. $5,000 increase the effectiveness of all other nearby pineapple plantations. Well, that's really good if we can get a chunk of them.
Our research team, that is to say me, discovered the shovel.
Okay, shovel is good.
While His Majesty
Research the
finds
sickle,
His
which we
Royal
have,
Majesty
instantly
has
completes.
instructed me to present you
We're still
with
okay on the
this
mandate. Give me
letter.
more colonists and queue up some more researchers like that. Maybe we will go hyper pineapple. We've got the quest for it. So, and if we can get a handful of these guys in there, well, if you get a pair, then they'll both work at plus 50% effectiveness. Actually, that sounds like the combo. Oh, is it auto-exploring as I build? Is this a gold mine? Holy crap. And we've got money for it, too, so... Oh, no. That's still on the verge of unexplored territory. Darn it. Probably just need to encourage people to walk out there. And I'm bad at building these farms in chunks that result in not being able to build any roads. There we go. And actually, let me go and drop that there as well. Just for future proofing. I could send out an expedition. Oh, there's another mine over there too. Can't hit them both. Alright, let's do one. Explore And it'll auto-explore as it sort of walks by here, and then it'll do a big chunk sort of in this general area. That should be enough to unlock the mine for us. And if we can get a gold mine going, we'll be in great shape. I have the money. I guess we'll go ahead and get another dock down to complete that quest. Plus, they're going to look really nicely organized here, actually. And maybe we can get a trade route for gold? Something? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I got some extra cash. Let's get started on the housing thing. Oh, edicts. I need to research red tape to use that. How do I get to red tape? Right here. So research 2 more texts. Let's actually cancel the plank research, because when those 2 finish, I'll be able to queue up red tape, and then we'll do a massive housing boom. Sorry you guys have to live in shacks a little bit longer. Maybe what we'll do then is get down. We'll get down a few sort of social services. Grocery and a Catholic mission. Like that. I'm going to displace a few people in their shacks, but that'll be okay. Get those 2 down, and a pub. It's a little silly to queue everything, but we'll go ahead and do that. And then hopefully we'll build a big housing block over here. And we have a few houses, not much. What's their upgrades just to like modernize? Electrification. Okay. Yeah, you guys venture out, unlock my gold mine for me, please and thank you. And go back up to max speed. We get just over a year left to our mandate. 10 unemployed people, but we are building new stuffs. Alright. So now the mandate's going to be a thing. But again, when it hits 6 months, it'll give us an extra year, and hopefully we'll just keep completing some quests. Ooh, even more people. So now we got, what, 20 unemployed? Oh, wow. Okay, definitely time to increase my my economic output. Even potentially some more deficit spending. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. But certainly, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and rush the mine, even though we're even further in debt. And we've got a lot of construction queued up as well. We get this road out this way. And just get it connected up there. Okay, good. Freighter has exported some more goods.
Our land is untamed and wild, but it is our home. We must do everything in our...
I agree, we do need to get some guard towers up soon. Because we don't have any police stations, so we don't know what everyone's motives are.
Of the research team. Suddenly, it dawned on us.
We're 4 men. I love this game. I love the speech like that so much. Trade ship exported a little bit more goods. Not a ton. We're certainly overstressing our construction staff. What do we want to prioritize? You know what? Actually, no. Get the mine. Top priority.
His Majesty personally inspected several reports from your...
There we go. We'll get a 6-month
His
extension
Royal
from
Majesty
leveling
has
up
instructed me
instantaneously.
to present you with this letter of
And I'm going to take the
commendation
mandate
for
extension.
your-
Just to make sure. Now we should be totally fine. I have no doubt that we'll be able to finish the game without anything more. So we got a lot more territory. We didn't actually expose any more mines, which is a little bit sad. But the next exploration, I'll just drop it somewhere over here. I should do a pretty good job there. And mostly save with money. That is a lot of exports going on. Very nice. I could probably rush some construction. Like the tavern. Predicted effectiveness. Huh, that's interesting. Crown sent me some more money. Yeah, I'm doing just fine. Let's go ahead and do the pollination parcel on both plantations.
Great news! We found out how to use the muskets the Crown sent us.
Yay, guns! So yeah, it's a big money sink, but one that doesn't require any more construction. Or people, although I still have some unemployed people, I think, right now. Oh, only down to 7, and we're still building a few things.
Construction of His Majesty's underwater palace has begun. The Crown requires a great many tons of your crops to help pay for this massive project.
So I feel okay on the mandate right now. Now, this is like the export, so it doesn't actually cost us anything. We could go and do double, and that would give us a massive mandate extension, but we're okay. So I'm going to go and just get the revolutionary support, because that'll help us in a few different ways. We want the red tape queued up, and then you can go back and finish up the planks and the paper, and there's... the Constitution, as soon as we unlock it, we do get more support, now that I think about it. So you know what? go that. We can't do the Constitution until we declare independence, but it still gives us more support, so that's going to be okay. And yeah, let me go ahead and get down some guard towers right in front of our palace here, because that's where the rebels like to shoot from. And we still haven't built any houses, because I'm terrible. Udok is almost done as well. Is the gold mine up and running?
Thanks
Yeah.
to your efforts, the revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
And again, the 2,000 Swiss bank account here is not worth much. More trade routes are nice, and we did just finish the dock, so it might be nice to have it. But again, I'm going to keep going for educated citizens. It's just so incredibly handy. So we've got an extra ship that is not queued up, so that's already running. So is this. We could, you know, again, if we want to keep sucking up to the crown, we could do some tobacco exports. Ah, gold. Gold to the crown. There we go. That works beautifully. It's, wow, quite the price bump. Let's do that, because we are going to be exporting the gold. Is there an upgrade we can do? No. Water cannons later during the World Wars. Increases pollution, which may or may not be bad. Now, we have a huge island, so luckily we'll be able to, if we want, isolate off a nice touristy area. Hopefully there's some more beaches. Maybe over here. Maybe we'll make a touristy area up there, which means we'll build sort of this way instead. I wonder if we can get up these cliffs anywhere. We can go here. Oh, here's a nice smooth spot. Okay, that'll work out. We've got lots of room to grow. In fact, the difficulty will just be keeping track of our city at a certain point. But these islands are really nice and big for it. We can upgrade the library. Oh, look at that. Good, good, good. Is there anything else we need to get down in a hurry? Actually, we might want to put down another construction office. We don't have any unemployed people. But just as sort of a future-proofing kind of thing. They'd still be a little close together, but we could put a construction office maybe over here as well. Because we are going to want to build things, you know, more and faster, especially as we get into the new eras. So right now, people should be... Crime safety sucks, but we can't build police stations. Entertainment sucks. We only have the one tavern. We could build a opera house, but I don't think we've got that many sort of high-class people. The food's got 3 food variety, which is not bad, but no healthcare. Can't do anything about it, and the housing is, like, miserable. The religion... Okay, well, the mission's not done yet, so that's certainly a thing. But yeah, we'll get started on the housing, in fact. And they don't have to be country houses. We got a lot of... Oh, no, we can't build house. And I don't need to rush for a mansion, so I'm going to go ahead and drop a couple of those down. It's the country house that I got? Yeah, alright. Shape just looked wrong for some reason. There you go. Mission is going. We'll give you the... Oh, we can't do it yet. We want community aid, though. It's really good.
It is full of lost cities, rich American industrialists, and sleeping alien gods. His Majesty has no desire to mingle with such things.
We might go for another mandate extension here. I think financially we're going to be okay as long as the boats keep coming in and out, and I'm a little worried about the length of things, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, our finances are going to be fine. Just got to wait for the ships to come in. We've got 3 trade routes going on. They're going to be pretty profitable as well. We're going to be okay. Get those guard towers running. We might want to get some around the gold mines. They tend to target that.
The revolutionary movement is growing stronger.
At a certain point... No, do that. It's fine. We do need more workers. We don't need that many educated ones necessarily. But... but they're still workers, right? They'll do something. Free citizens. This is going to be a big trade right here.
Presidente, my
Oh, no! It's a good thing we have a little bit of money. And I hate how it turns the camera when there's a tornado. It's a library. It's an expensive building. Of course it's going to hit that. Oh, this is going to be a really devastating tornado, actually. And probably going to kill a lot of people, too. Which is going to really impact my workforce. I know, I'm very caring.
My black market contacts say that
Have a lighthouse. Yeah, actually, lighthouses are really good. They give you additional trade route options. Okay, come on, go away.
I am back in the game. I can now accurately predict rain.
So, this was just damaged, so I guess we'll repair that. And this was outright destroyed. We'll queue up a rebuild. And that wasn't too devastating. And yeah, there we go. Lighthouse. It's pricey, And it's just for additional trade offers. Maybe we'll wait until it's time to build another
It goes
dock.
well with everything. And
Oh, right, and we want to red tape so that we could build a bunch of houses all at once. We do need a bit more cash. No, there, that's a good amount of cash. Let's go ahead right away. Edict Urban Development. And it lasts for 2 years, so we're just going to be trying to build a lot of houses for the next couple of years. Try to get my people out of shacks. There you go. Maybe I shouldn't have queued up quite this many. Because, well, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Let's go ahead and extend the road, I guess all the way up to here. The houses don't actually have to be right next to the road. The apartments later on do get a boost if they're next to a road in terms of effectiveness or housing quality, but nothing else really cares. The people will walk to a road and then go from there. So we can have a relatively dense block over here. And then once we do hit the World War era, upgrading the Catholic mission to have the community aid will actually make the houses a lot better. So I'm looking forward to that. Gold, gold, gold. More freighterage. But yeah, we need more defenses. We need to get a fort up at some point too. Less than a year left. It's possible we might get rebellion things. Now, at this point, I think that any rebellion would be relatively small. So we should be able to defend, hopefully, between this and my palace, but I don't know.
His Royal Majesty would like to know more about your...
No, yeah,
island.
okay, an expedition that pays for itself. I'm very happy about that. What I'll probably do is expose this, because there's another mine. So, somewhere like that. Should do okay. Oh, we actually finished a trade offer. So, we want to set up a new trade route, which might be the time for us to... Oh, we could do a meat one, build some extra ranches. Actually, that's probably what'll happen. Yeah, okay. As I say, it might be a time for the lighthouse, but not yet. We can wait. We do need more ranches. How's our employment situation? Not much. We do have the cash to build it. I guess we'll go ahead. We can do some fertilizers and stuff too. So we have, what's our current? It's currently doing pigs. Okay. So yeah, we'll get down a cattle one over here. They do need road access. And we'll do maybe a llama one for wool, actually. Ooh, they don't like that. Goats over here? Mostly green for goats. Okay.
disaster. The revolutionaries are demanding that you insult the king.
Okay, I don't really want the riots. Hopefully the king doesn't invade me. I'm not sure what's going to happen. We're going to insult the king and
The
see.
best way to insult the king would be to seduce his queen. That is obvious.
I love the idea of sending Penultimo to go. Yeah, we're going to do that, because if anything bad happens, it'll just happen to Penultimo.
Oh, I am the very model of a modern major general.
Queen was very impressed by me. However, she seems to not be that well in the head. She kept talking about no one sending her a pet monkey before. She gave me some money and sent me away. Really? Oh, that worked out shockingly well. Let's go, though, because I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. We'll build ourselves a military fort, and maybe right next to our base. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to feel much safer at home. It doesn't really matter so much where the fort is. It matters a lot where the towers are. I'm thinking about building another pair of towers here. Got to keep the palace defended. Because of the difficulty setting, and because I do want to play through the entire game, I will say that if something does happen and we lose, what I'll do is I'll back up to the most recent save, and then we'll continue from there, just to keep trying to get to an ending, as opposed to playing like insta-death roguelike mode. But anyway, speaking of that, this is an excellent place to put a cut. I think our island is going swimmingly well, and I look forward to seeing exactly what we can do over here. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.